I ranked 8 passive income streams by how much effort they actually take. And the one that came out on top, the highest return for the least ongoing effort, is not real estate. It is not a YouTube channel. It is not affiliate marketing. And the one that most people think is passive actually ranked dead last. I scored every stream across 3 things: how much money you need to start, how many hours per week it actually takes once running, and what realistic annual return looks like in 2026, not the best case scenario. The full ranking is in this video, and by the end, you will know exactly where to start based on how much time and money you actually have right now. Here is the problem with most passive income content. It tells you what each stream can make at its absolute peak, and glosses over how many hours a week it actually takes to get there. You see a thumbnail that says, "I make $10,000 a month in passive income." And what it doesn't tell you is that person spent 2 years building an audience, works 30 hours a week managing the business, and started with $50,000 in seed capital. Real passive income, income that requires minimal ongoing effort after setup, exists. But the effort required varies enormously depending on the stream. And choosing the wrong one, the one that demands far more of your time than you budgeted, is the single biggest reason most people quit. So I built a scoring system. 3 criteria, 8 streams, real numbers. And I ranked them all. Here is exactly how I scored each stream. Category 1, startup capital required, scored 1 to 3. 1 means you can start with under $500. 3 means you need 10,000 or more. Category 2, ongoing weekly hours, scored 1 to 3. 1 means under 2 hours a week once running. 3 means more than 10 hours. Category 3, realistic annual return in 2026, scored 1 to 3. 1 means under 5%. 3 means above 10%. The best possible score is 9. Low capital, low hours, high return. Let's see who wins. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Number 8, rental property. I know, landlords everywhere are yelling at the screen, but hear me out. Startup capital, 3 out of 3. You need a down payment, typically $50,000 to $70,000 at today's prices, and a 6.5% mortgage rate. Ongoing hours, 3 out of 3. Even with a long-term tenant, maintenance calls, inspections, accounting, and vacancy periods average 8 to 12 hours a month, and that jumps sharply the moment something breaks. Return, 2 out of 3. Net cash flow on a well-chosen rental at today's rates runs roughly 6 to 8%, but finding that deal in 2026 takes time and skill. Score, 8 out of 9. High capital, high hours, decent return. Not passive by any reasonable definition at the start. Number 7, peer-to-peer lending. Platforms like Prosper and Lending Club let you lend money directly to borrowers and earn 6 to 12% interest. Startup capital, 2. You can start with $1,000. Hours, 1. Genuinely low. Set your criteria, the platform does the matching. Return, 2. 6 to 12% sounds great until you factor in default risk and platform risk. Net realistic return after defaults in a 2026 economic environment is closer to 5 to 7%. Score, 5 out of 9. Better than it looks, but illiquid and riskier than most people realize. Number 6, affiliate marketing. An $18.5 billion industry. Startup capital, 1. You can legitimately start with $0. Return, 3. Top earners make tens of thousands a month. But here's the honest score on hours. 3. Building enough of an audience or a website with enough traffic to generate consistent affiliate income takes 6 to 18 months of regular content creation. Once it is built, genuinely passive. Getting there? Absolutely not. Score, 7 out of 9. Huge upside. High front-loaded effort. Long runway required. Number 5, digital products. Ebooks, templates, Notion dashboards, financial spreadsheets sold on Etsy or Gumroad. Startup capital, 1. $0 required. Hours, 2. Creating the product takes time up front, but distribution is fully automated. After launch, a well-ranking product can sell for years with under 1 hour a week of maintenance. Return, 2. Realistic monthly income after 6 months for a finance template creator is $300 to $1,500. Not tens of thousands, but scalable with no inventory costs and no platform fees beyond a small commission. Score, 5 out of 9. Genuinely low barrier. Good fit for people with a skill but no capital. Number 4, REITs, real estate investment trusts. You own real estate without owning a building. REITs are publicly traded companies that own commercial property, shopping centers, warehouses, hospitals, data centers, and are legally required to pay out 90% of taxable income as dividends. Startup capital. 1. You can buy a REIT ETF for $10. Hours. 1. Zero management, no tenants, no repairs. Buy and hold. Return. 2. Average REIT dividend yield in 2026 runs 4 to 5%, plus price appreciation. Total return historically averages 9 to 11% annually. Score, 4 out of 9. Near the top. Low capital, 0 hours. Solid return. The only reason it is not higher, the returns trail what is coming. Number 3. High-yield savings accounts and short-term CDs. I know what you were thinking, but bear with me because in 2026, this stream is more powerful than it has been in 15 years. 10-year Treasury yield, 4.3%. Top high-yield savings accounts, 4.5 to 5.5%. FDIC insured, 0 risk. Startup capital, 1. Open with $100. Hours, 1. Genuinely 0 ongoing effort. Return, 1. 4 to 5.5%. Not spectacular, but the effort score is unbeatable. Score, 3 out of 9. The highest return per hour of effort of anything on this list. And right now, with rates near a 15-year high, this is the single most underutilized passive income stream for people sitting on cash earning nothing. Number 2. Dividend stocks. You already know this one from this channel, but let's score it honestly. Startup capital. 2. You can start with $100 through fractional shares, but you need at least $5,000 to generate meaningful income. Hours. 1. Buy a dividend ETF or a basket of aristocrats, reinvest and check quarterly. Under 1 hour a week. Return. 3. Dividend aristocrats in 2026 offer 3 to 5% current yield, 6 to 10% annual dividend growth, plus 4 to 8% price appreciation, a total return potential of 10 to 15%. Score, 6 out of 9, near perfect. The only friction is needing meaningful capital to generate meaningful income, which is why it is number 2 and not number 1. And number 1, this is the payoff. Index funds. The S&P 500 Index Fund, the single most boring, most unsexy, most consistently misunderstood wealth-building tool ever created. Startup capital, 1. $1 with fractional shares. Hours, 1. You set up automatic contributions. You do nothing else. The fund rebalances itself. The dividends reinvest themselves. You check it once a quarter. Return, 3. The S&P 500 has delivered an average annual return of approximately 10% over the long term, including reinvested dividends. Over 20 years, $10,000 becomes $67,000. Over 30 years, it becomes $174,000 with 0 phone calls, 0 repairs, 0 tenants, 0 content strategy. Score, 3 out of 9. The winner. Here is the honest truth about how to use this ranking. These 8 streams are not mutually exclusive. The wealthiest people on this planet do not pick one. They build them in the right order. Start at number 1, index funds, because the barrier is 0 and the compounding starts immediately. Add number 3, high yield savings, for any cash sitting in a current account earning nothing while rates are still above 4%. Layer in number 2, dividend stocks, as your capital grows and you want a cash-generating income layer on top of appreciation. And consider number 4, REITs, if you want real estate exposure without the landlord nightmare. Everything from number 5 downward requires either significant time upfront or significant risk tolerance. They can absolutely be part of the picture, but they are acceleration tools, not foundations. Here is the one thing I want you to leave this video with. The passive income is real, but it is not equal. Some streams demand years of work before they pay $1. Others start compounding on the day you open the account. If you have money sitting in a current account right now earning under 1%, open a high-yield savings account today. That is the easiest first step on this entire list, and it takes 15 minutes. If you can set up a monthly automatic transfer, even $50, into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, do it this week. Not next month, this week. The compounding clock starts the day you start, and every month you wait is a month that clock is not running. If this ranking changed the way you think about passive income, hit like. It takes 2 seconds and it helps other people find this before they spend 2 years on the wrong stream. Subscribe for straight talk on investing, passive income, and wealth building without the noise.